bag packed in the hallway, boots by the door for one stay home. Counter's finally empty, phone on silent, radio on low. You've carried strangers' midnights, stayed till every siren faded out. Today you're bored in sunshine, leaving all that weight on the dock for now. Helping hands for cruising puts the heroes on the waves. First to run into the fire, now you're sailing toward a change. From the station, from the front line, to an ocean-colored view. Helping hands for cruising helps the world say thank you to you. Salt air on your shoulders, coffee and a sunrise split the sky. Laugh lines getting deeper, talking like you finally got the time. Old scars, quiet stories start to loosen up around the rail. You remember how to breathe again with every gentle roll of the tailwind trail. Helping hands for cruising puts the heroes on the waves. First to run into the fire, now you're sailing toward a change. From the station, from the front line, to an ocean-colored view. Helping hands for cruising helps the world say thank you to you. For every night you never slept, every vow you always kept. This is more than just a trip, it's a little grace, a lifted grip. See the water, feel it through, even heavy hearts can move. Oh, yeah. Helping hands for cruising puts the heroes on the waves. First to run into the fire, now you're sailing toward a change. From the noise and from the sirens, to an endless sky of blue. Helping hands for cruising helps the world say thank you to you. Yeah, helping hands for cruising. This time the healing comes to you.
Hello, folks. Sorry, Roxanne. I'm going to drop the link in here. This is for only people that I know. I know everybody in chat, but anybody that new comes in, I don't know why. For some reason, the link isn't working when I send it in Messenger. So I will drop it in here. You can try that. Anybody that's my face or my friend in here is welcome to come up, but I'm not. I have to know people, otherwise I'm not. I don't know what's going on there. All right. We'll try that, Roxy. Anyways, who do we got in here tonight? We have Liz. Joe, I was talking about you earlier. Were your ears burning? I'll tell you what. 24 hours left until Joe travels. Nice. We got Roxanne. She's down in the basement. We'll get there. Well, just in a minute. Say hi there. Whoops. And link there. Yeah, I haven't gone down their TikTok rabbit hole yet. And I just kind of threw this together last minute. His hair is driving me crazy. One second. So, yeah, I threw things together last minute. That's kind of off the wall of that. I didn't know a trip to Costco was going to take a full day. That was actually, I'll add you guys up if you're ready.
Oh.
Didn't know a Costco trip was going to take a full day. Going down the highway, be darned if there wasn't a truck accident on the other side of the road. But for some reason, all the people in the lane we were in, everybody's rubbernecking, so everybody's slowing down. It was a tanker truck.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the big like public works dump truck type things. I don't know whether he ran into the back end or what, because the cab of the tanker truck was obliterated.
Mm.
It looked like there was fire. Had been fire. It happened early morning this morning. So the highway coming this way into Sarnia was closed. Close to London, Ontario. And as we're driving in the lane we're in, going towards London, Ontario, I see this great big, the tow trucks, like the huge ones. And I was like, I just looked and went, had it been closer to Sarnia, it would have been preferred towing.
It would have been Ross Towing and Transportation if it was close to London.
I didn't even look at
If it was a blue one, it's Ross Towing.
Okay.
And I've got one of their same show. I've got one of their operatives as a friend too.
That's cool. Yeah, because it was a blue and white truck.
Yep, it's Ross. It's Ross Towing
It's kind
and
of
Transportation
more
out of London.
like the Rollator type.
Rotating, yeah.
And then
That's not Papa Bear. That's not Papa Bear. He hasn't got. I don't think he's got a rotator. I think he's just a regular one.
It was huge, like those ones were. I've seen those ones in the States, and then I seen there was a spill truck come past us, and then there was just another like a big flatbed truck. But other than that, there was no other vehicles because it was closed. But it was quite the adventure. Took us a little extra time getting down there because it was about 20 minutes outside of London, probably. So everything slowed down because everybody was rubbernecking, going, well, what's going on there? You're going to cause another accident, you idiots, but whatever. And then
People that do that.
And then when we went to Costco. My aunt wanted to get some stuff. But her friend has the membership, and I wanted to get a few things. So we both went. And they're both older ladies, 79, 80. So they were not really handling the big boxes of stuff. So I went along to do that. I picked up a few things. Then we checked and we grabbed some lunch. Then we checked, and the highway was still closed. So we went across London. They came back another old highway till we got like beyond where the accident was, and then came back over to the main highway here. So yeah, Liz, love me some Costco. Yeah, I could have got a lot more stuff.
I have a funny story about Costco. It involves Sean, Alana, myself, and Nick.
That is the motley crew.
No, this little Asian lady, she would have been, and I'll never forget this one. She would have been all of about 5 foot nothing, ringing wet. She's in the checkout line in front of us. Nick's in front of our trolley, and she's turned around and saw him. Her jaw just hit the floor.
Probably come to his belly button.
Literally hit the floor, and it's like. That was Costco Moorabbin. I just remembered. We went and did some things and had a look around, and we were all getting ready to go to Sean's mum's place for dinner that night. Then we went. Then Guilty Party here decides to do a video call with Jimmy from the Astute Tourist.
Oh gosh, I heard that one.
He was in the toilet on a cruise ship. I've never lived that one down. So embarrassing. There was Sean, Alana, myself, Nick, Sean's mum and sister all together in the house at the same time.
Jeez.
That was not good. And I'm thinking, oh God, why did I do that? I was in the middle of a phase at the time of calling in to say, yeah, make sure everyone was okay, especially Jimmy. But that one I'll never forget. Who else was at the other? Yeah, so that was quite embarrassing. Yeah.
Do a video call. I tried to message person first to make sure everything's okay.
We were busy doing other stuff, and then what was it? Yeah, Sean took us around Melbourne. Got to see one of the biggest one of the rail overpasses in Melbourne that was notorious for wrecking vehicles. It's only a 3-metre clearance. So people get caught out in trucks, in rental trucks, don't they? 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
They're about probably 500 mil too high. Before they drive under, they don't take notice of the warning devices on the other side, the flashing lights, the chains that hit the vehicle and tell you to detour. They just ignore it, thinking, yeah, she'll fit. Mm-mm.
I've seen a few of those on different people's videos when traveling around, and people that'll rent a trailer or whatever, and they have to get detour off of whatever highway, and they go this way, and then they don't realize that, oh, gee, there's an overpass or whatever, a bridge there.
And it's approximately most of the time you see them in America, it's mostly 13 foot 6 inches, the clearances. So in New South Wales, we can't take DGs into our tunnels. So everybody's got a detour off the say the M5 East, for example. There's a tunnel. You can't take dangerous goods into it. And people get caught out. And a lot of people are going into that tunnel. So we've got our lowest enclosed semi-trailers are 4.3 metres high. Most people are going into this tunnel at 4.6. So lucky some of them pull up before they go in, others don't. So it takes out sprinkler systems, the fire suppression systems, takes out all the electricity, takes out all the ventilation, and that's to repair. So yeah, I've got to show you this.
Oh, cute.
That is it's a bag charm. It's a bag hanger. The new Minions and Monsters movie. This came out for one of our local gas stations has them. $17, or if you buy anything from them, $7 Australian. But yeah, let's get back to the subject. Yeah, otherwise you did have a subject there, so we'll get back to it.
This is the same minion.
Wizard Minion.
I've only ever seen the very first Minion one that came out.
Yeah, Despicable Me 2, which is I'd love to see this one because I actually have seen some of the shorts and I nearly cacked myself. I nearly laughed. Gosh, thought I had a spectator.
Actually.
Thought I had a spectator. So
I'm going to take that thing and pin it to the top for now.
yep.
Find my way back to StreamYard. Okay. Well, I had a thought in my head last night. I was watching. Who was I watching? I was watching Anchors Away. Scotty J, Jeremy,
Yeah.
Carol.
Yeah.
And they were talking about different things, and I don't know, something got mentioned about something, and it triggered a thought. Well, activities on a cruise ship. So I thought, a couple of us have been on a cruise ship. Liz has been on a cruise ship. Joe will be the end of the year. So I thought, chat about like favorite activities to do, whether you like cruise line activities versus if you're with a group of people if you do a group cruise, if you like certain group activities. What's been your thoughts so far when you're on the cruise ship, Roxanne?
Well, I like going to the shows and the casino, but I like people watching. I like going up and going around, the pool areas and just watching people and, having a good time. And I was watching the staff one day. I was on one of them, and this lady set her shoes down, set 4 pairs of shoes down on all 4 things. 30 minutes later, she came back, her shoes were gone. She stayed gone too long, and they moved her shoes. So people watching, the staff had her shoes. But you can't go away from...
The chair hogs are unreal. Like...
Yes.
It's one thing if you sat your towel and shoes down, you went over in the pool for a little bit, splashed around, you come back and lay down for a little bit or whatever, or you grab something to eat and sit down and eat it and then go back. But the people that put shoes there or towels there and they're there for hours and you don't see anybody around the...
Yeah, they want to get the best spot for the right temperature of the day, and you can't do that. It's first come, first served.
Get to each their own. I'm not a real big pool person on the cruise ships. Like, I've been in 2 pools. On the first cruise on the Horizon, V and I went into the aft pool one night at like probably 9 or 10 at night. We were there for like half an hour where it just kind of cooled off, splashed around, and then we got out, dried off, and went and got... No, we didn't get pizza that night. I didn't have pizza on the ship till we went on the breeze. I think we went, dried off, maybe had something to snack on or just chatted or whatever. And on the breeze, the only pool I went in was the loss of therapy pool in the spa, and it was like... It wasn't my thing. It's basically if you cross the outside pool with the hot tub.
Yeah.
It was just a big kind of hot tub. And the thing that was kind of annoying in the breeze, because it was kind of rocky on the breeze. And the first time I went there twice. I went there on my own the second time. The first time, Amy and I are in there. And you're sitting there, and because the boat's rocking, the water's coming up and smack you in the face, and then it'll go away, and you're doing this the whole time. And it was like, it wasn't enjoyable.
No, I don't like those kind of wave pool looking things. They don't. No, give me a regular hot tub or a regular pool. But I don't get into a lot of the cruise ships do not make them easy for us short people to. We have short legs climbing down straight down and I froze.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll
that's-
keep, coming straight down. I can't do that. So that's why the hot tubs are easier to get in and out of. And
the Thalassothera therapy pool, they had like a metal reclining thing you could sit on and lean back on the one side. There was nothing to sit on the other side,
right.
which was like, that's kind of annoying. It needed repair because you could walk around and you could feel loose tiles, on like the little tiny square tiles. You could feel those tiles on the bottom of the pool. It's like, that doesn't feel very comfortable on the feet.
Mm-mm.
I'm just looking to see whether oh, there. Okay. I was looking to see if my chat had frozen. Hi, Scotty.
Hey, Scotty. I'm here, but I'm froze, so it doesn't matter. But the last one we went on, it was Choir Man show. I loved it. I love doing things like that.
I really enjoyed that show. Also enjoyed. Scotty says she must be snacking.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the shows, the playlist production shows on the Carnival Breeze. I enjoyed. They were pretty good. The ones I seen on Horizon, I really didn't get into, but the ones on the Breeze, I really enjoyed. And we kind of got to know who the playlist cast were. They did a little. 3 or 4 of them did a little chat in Ocean Plaza. The one night or one day, so I got to know who they were and where they were from. Some were from USA, a lot were from UK, and then one was from the Philippines and one was from Argentina. The guy with the long hair is from Argentina.
Yeah.
But the Choir Man, that was an amazing show. I just seen that they replaced another show on the Bliss, I think it was, with the Choir Man.
Oh.
But
yep.
Roxy, you're a bit frozen.
I know.
You're a bit frozen.
I know I'm froze. So we're just gonna leave it. And I could turn my camera off, and we could y'all won't know it.
I just had to go and get some washing. That's why I'm a bit.
Yeah.
That's why I left. And
I got clothes I need to put in the dryer as soon as I get off. They just
I just had time to get in from the clothesline.
I gotta catch up on that too. But it probably won't be for a couple more days. Or catch up on mine.
Yeah.
I never
Hey, Scotty.
tried any like the thrill attractions. Like I know a couple of the new NCL ones have the high speed water slide where it gives you a push. I haven't tried any zip lines or skydiving or kind of bummed I didn't try the go karts on the Encore. After
I didn't try the go kart because there's something I think. And I didn't know if I could drive them or not, being as short as I am and how good I would be. I said, I'm not going to try it.
I was wondering, but it was like one of the other channels I watched, they went on, I think it was the Viva, and it has one. I think the daughter was just tall enough to drive it herself. She didn't have to go with her dad. And she was like 11, 12 maybe, tops. So she was just tall enough she could. I've never tried the ropes courses on any of them yet. I was tempted on my first cruise, but I had an injured shoulder, so I couldn't get my arm up there. And I'm not good with heights. But I thought, I should challenge myself, but I never did.
Yeah. And I'm not good at the water slides. I used to love to get in the pool, but now the water slides scare me a little bit. So I'm not going to do it.
I've never tried one. And we used to have a water park here that had water slides, but I never did try it. Whoops.
And one of the newer ships, can't remember which one it was. They have a roller coaster on there now, or something like a roller coaster.
I'd say isn't it one of the newer Carnival ones that has the Bolt roller coaster?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I've only gone on the 2 Carnival ships, and I've done NCL this one and NCL the next one, so I don't know when I'll get back on a Carnival ship. I know a lot of them have sports courts too, with the basketball, and volleyball, pickleball, mini golf, that stuff.
Yeah. A lot of the ships in there are holding pickleball tournaments.
Well, it's got quite popular over the last little while, which is it's interesting because it's like, to me, it's like a combination between ping pong and tennis.
Yeah. I've never played it. I've seen it played, but it's not something I want to get. I'm not a real sports person.
Me, they're not a cruise ship where it's hot down in the Caribbean. I don't want to be running around and getting even sweatier.
Yeah.
So, like you and I said, we're not really the hot tub pool type. I like the beaches when we're in port. And I've been watching. I've got hooked on a beach show, but it's got nothing to do with the Caribbean.
Yeah. I liked it when we went to the beach with Dan. And Dan came back and he had all those little shells and the sea, coral.
Coral.
He got his taken away. I said, I just want one. So I took one from him. I just threw mine in my backpack and walked right on in, and they didn't say anything.
I had my coral and my shells was in my Ziploc bag with my sand, which I wrapped up in my I think I had my water shoes. I stuck my water shoes and wrapped it up in the towel. I had my backpack, and it's like, got it back across. I got it back across the border here without any.
I mean, they do not really. They do scan sometimes when you come back in, scan your bags, and sometimes they don't. And so I just went right on in.
Maybe, and the funny thing was too, because Crystal, we went through the duty free. Crystal got 2 of the bigger bottles of the BBD rum, and I ended up just getting a rum cake and a small bottle of Tortuga rum. Hers had to be put through the thing, and they sent it on to the ship for her. They hand me the bag, and I'm like, well, isn't this supposed to, I'm thinking, isn't this supposed to go? So I guess I could have I took mine and put it in my suitcase when I got back on. I was like, heck, I could have had more rum and had my own drinks there.
Yeah.
But I didn't enjoy the beach. I enjoyed the beach there, and the only other beach I think I went to was when we went to Cozumel, the Nachi Kokum.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting beach.
Well, considering there had been a hurricane went by there the week or 2 before, there was like sand, drop 3 feet, and then sand. And they done nothing to slope that nicely, or there's no steps to get down.
I know. I was talking to one of the ladies there, and I said, well, we're next on the list to get graded, to get the sand graded, and leveled back up. But that could take anywhere from a week to a month. I said, okay.
It was interesting when I went to Cuba back in 2019. They had 2 or 3 guys that worked that area of the beach. And every morning that beach was raked. There was no seaweed down by the edge of the water. The sand was all smoothed out. But it's like, wouldn't take long to take a couple of rakes and just kind of give it a bit of a slope or something. But oh well. I know with some of our cruise friends, their favorite places to hang out are casinos.
Oh, and I love the match game or whatever it's called, the marriage game. It's called something different on every ship.
Yep.
That
Okay.
can get so hilarious.
The
The
game
last
show.
one I was on, this guy said, "Oh yeah, I know exactly what my wife had on this morning because I handed her the clothes." Well, he named it all off, and when she got out there, it wasn't anything she was wearing.
I was watching one show or a video about one, and they did it more like the old the old Newlywed show where the one partner would go off.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like the two carnival ones I've been to, they had them sitting in pairs on, and they never did take them off. They just had their back to each other and had to write it down. I don't mind the Turbius thing. Turbius wasn't a big, not really my thing, but I know a lot of people that like to go to the Turbius. I've gone and worked with a group of people, but if they're asking questions about something that's not really up my avenue, so it's like, well, I don't know anything about that subject, so. The spa's another activity. I don't know. It wasn't much. I got the opportunity to do spa thing on your cruise, Roxanne.
Mm-hmm.
I was sharing with Amy, and she'd got the spa balcony. I don't know if it was really worth it, because I don't do a lot of the saunas and all that stuff. I tried the thalassotherapy pool, which is basically a hot tub. The thing I did like was those stone loungers. They felt so nice on the back if you're kind of achy and that. The first time I went on them, I fell asleep. Second time I went back there myself, and I forget what everybody else is doing. And I laid there, and I couldn't get comfortable, so I just gave up.
Yeah, I did a massage when I was on the ship, the last cruise I went on, but I don't think I'd do it again. It's the price about the same you'd pay on land at a good massage place, but I just didn't like the atmosphere back there. They were like, "Oh, do you need this oil after I get through? You can buy it.
Yep. I tried to upsell you.
They try to upsell you, yeah.
And I'm not one for that. They tried to do that. Well, and they fat shamed me on the frickin' Spock one.
Yes.
As Amy and I were in the spa thing, we got a free assessment done. And that's the year I had done keto for like 6 months before I went on the cruise. So I knew I was down a good 30 pounds. And I knew I put on maybe 3 or 4 before I went on the cruise. And then I don't forget what day it was. It was only a 5-day cruise. And he has a step on the scale and it tries to tell me that I've put on 20 pounds. I didn't put on 20 pounds since I stepped on that cruise. I haven't eaten enough to put on 20 pounds. And then it's like, well, you have this inflammation in your body, and the weight not causes the inflammation, and we can put you on this supplement program. And young lady, you would need it for about 6 months, and ma'am, you would need it for about 12 months. And it only is going to cost you about the cost of another cruise for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, no thanks. I'd rather go on a cruise.
That's me. I'd rather go on another cruise and spend all that money.
Oh, you don't care about your health? Yeah, I do care about my health. That's why I lost 30 pounds before I came on this cruise, and there's no way I put 20 pounds back on. Like, well, tell him where he could get. I didn't say to Amy because she said she was about 10 pounds or something heavier than she was. It's like, yeah, dude, something's wrong with your scale or something. No, I know on some cruises they have like enrichment things where you can go to lectures. Especially, I think it's like places like the Alaska cruises. Like there's lectures about the wildlife or whatever. something mentioned for the photography workshops. I haven't seen that. Arts and crafts, I've seen kind of the sip and paint thing. You can go have a wine and do the paint thing. And
Oh yeah, I went to one on the last one. They were walking by, and I just said, "Oh, they're doing something different." We lost your sound.
lost my sound.
Oh, now
No.
you're back. Now you're
You're
back.
back.
Okay.
They were making bracelets, macrame bracelets, and I can macrame. And I said, I haven't done that in probably 5 or 6 years or more. And I said, I'm gonna go do it, and it was free, and I had a good time.
That would be fun. I haven't done macrame in probably 20, 30 years. And I lied. I bought from the dollar store, I bought a keychain thing, which was like, it was about 2 inches long and it did about a dozen knots. You want to make a little more noise out there, dude? I see where they've done towel animal folding.
Mhm.
I don't know. Carnival, I've seen where they've done the towel animal folding. Teach you how to make the critters that. Liz or Scotty still theirs. If they've been on group cruises, you've been on a group cruise. There's activities. Some like do cabin crawls. We didn't do cabin crawl on yours, did we? We did on.
No.
We did on the first one. We started at one person's cabin, then we went to the next one, so we could see all the different types of cabins. Somebody might have an interior, somebody might have a balcony, somebody might have a cove balcony, somebody might have a suite or a Havana room or whatever.
Yeah, on my cruise, we were supposed to have a pajama cabin crawl, and that didn't happen.
And I've heard some group cruises have done slot pulls. I've never done one of those.
I did.
When any,
Lost my money, but I had fun.
that'd be my luck. I did my own personal slot pull on the Encore. When the $5 was gone, that was done.
Now on the Royal cruise ship, if you don't know about it, for the first 2 days on the Royal cruise ship, if you're going to go play in the casino, anybody can take their cell card, their card to open their door, take it to the casino and put it in a machine, and it will tell you if you've got $1 or up to $100. And it's got after 2 days, it's gone. So you got to check it the first 2 days of the ship.
Just one way to get you hooked.
Yeah.
I didn't do it on the first cruise, but what the last one when Dewey did the scavenger hunt, that was fun.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
It's interesting. It gets you an opportunity to kind of go looking all over the ship when you're trying to find different things. So you see more of the ship.
Yeah, I was watching one of these group of, I guess they were a little older. They were maybe in their 20s, and they were on a scavenger hunt, and they were looking out. They went to the right place, but they were looking all over, and the bartender's sitting there waving their next thing in his hand, and they finally noticed it. So you got to make sure that if you give someone a clue, that they're going to be there to give it to the next people.
True. I don't know the NCL, but I know on Carnival ships, each ship has a ship coin on it.
Oh,
And I forgot to look for it on the Breeze. It was somewhere up behind where you went up to get on the water slides. It was somewhere back there. And on the horizon. It was in a similar area too. It was like I keep forgetting to look up that to see whether Encore NCL does that thing or not.
Or you can go get a coin.
No, it's embedded in the ship when they made the ship. It's embedded in a certain area.
I never noticed that before.
I'd have to look that up again because I can't remember which one of them. One of them was up near where the top of where you got onto the water slide.
Right.
So we really didn't have any theme nights. We had a theme pub crawl.
Yeah, we had a pirate pub crawl.
Pirate pub crawl. I didn't go on. That's the first pub crawl I've gone on. I didn't go on the one on the horizon. And we didn't really have those extra things on the breeze. Meetups are fun, but most of our meetups have been before the cruises.
Yeah, they're fun. You get to see people that may not be going on the cruise but live close. We live within. I think Darian was 3 hours away, and he came down, and he might have been 4, but but you get to meet people that you may not.
Came down. Chris and Liz came down. Michelle and Greg came down.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the photos from that.
Yeah.
I did see the photos from that. Really awesome photos.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Well, I was more excited for meeting Chris and Liz than I was going on the cruise on that one.
Was that the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw all the pictures.
Yeah. Now, I would love to be on the cruise that you're going on, but I couldn't get a good deal on it. So I said, I can't do it.
I just need to win the lotto.
Don't we all? Don't we all? I'd be getting a passport and getting straight over to America.
Yeah. I went to the gas station today and asked him, the guy we have in Georgia now, we can have slot machines in our gas stations. And I said, how much is anybody want anything big? And he said, yeah. Someone won $9,000 2 days ago. And I'm going, oh, why couldn't it be me? You know?
Well, my sister and one of my sisters and her husband, they go and play the pokies occasionally.
Yeah.
And they pull out 4,000 Australian dollars at a time sometimes.
Wow.
That's a lot of money. But then again, they did it just recently. My sister was just up last weekend, actually. I was off Friday last week, as you know. Anyway, she came up for the weekend. She told us what had happened, and all the winnings from that particular round on the poker machines that they played was to come up here. And they only live 2 hours away. So, yeah, 95. Oh dear, I've got it. Yeah, no. So I'm off to Sydney tomorrow.
Nice.
Just need a break. Company. Well, this actual period that I'm in is a shutdown for our plant. We're having maintenance, non-stop maintenance done on it. So they give us 2 weeks off. Last year it was a month because they put in a lot of effort to get in a few things that they needed to do, one of which was a reverse osmosis water filtration plant.
Wow.
A lot of money in that one.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's why I reckon we were off for the month, was that reverse osmosis water plant. So
I know if I won the money, I'd definitely go down and do an Australia cruise, but I'd want to be down there long enough so I could go to Melbourne, and then I'd have to go to Sydney because I got lots of reasons to go to Sydney. And then,
well, the reason I'm going to Sydney this week, tomorrow, is I'm going to a bus and coach expo. So yeah, so that's my excuse.
I would love to go to, I love doing that kind of stuff. That would be
Well,
fun.
Shanster from Shannon from Shanster Travels put up a premiere the other day. Actually, of when she was down here doing her cruise, doing a cruise down here, they went up to the Blue Mountains, and I'm actually doing what she did in that premiere on Tuesday.
Nice.
So do expect some videos, some little short videos. I'm doing one of the things she did was the world's steepest railway. It's like that.
Wow.
It goes down into the valley. It's actually an old. The area was around that area was a coal mine, and they used the incline railway to get the coal up to the surface to send it off out of the area. So that's the history. So yeah, I've got that, and then I'm actually also doing. They've got a bus service around there called the Blue Mountains Explorer Bus. I actually know the owner of that one. He's a friend of mine. So I'm trying to work out what time I want to get up there because there's two. This one's a twofold because where their office is, there's a little cafe like a kiosk. I actually know the guy who runs that too.
Know everybody.
Well, I actually know the gentleman who runs the coffee shop. His daughter had cancer, and this was before I got to know them. Got to know both him and his wife. Their daughter had rhabdomyosarcoma, a very rare soft tissue cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Very, 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 very hard on them. So what he did, he's an ex-Disney cartoonist. So he drew her journey through cancer to help other people.
Well, that's cool.
So it's a win-win. So St. Jude's Research Hospital in Memphis, Tennessee, have a lot of did a research paper and included his artwork. All his books have been interpreted into languages, quite a few different languages. So, it's all right. I'm just hearing a plane. I better find out what plane that is because I think it's coming in. No, I don't want to go to Johannesburg. I'm not following that one now. No, I'm just hearing a plane fly over. No, that's off to Melbourne. Speak of Melbourne, we've just got a plane heading down to Melbourne. Link Airways, LR992 heading to Melbourne right now. So yeah, it's funny. So
I'd have to win a fair bit because if I went down, there's a lot of places I want to go.
Sean and Alana are in Melbourne, so they'd show you around in a heartbeat.
I'd have to go to Melbourne. I definitely want to do Sydney. I got to go up and do the Australian Zoo because my oldest kid, loves Steve Irwin.
Didn't we all?
He was what, 12? Like 12 when Steve died. We were coming back from a parade and we heard it on the radio and he literally cried.
Well, yeah, Robert was working there, but he's now gotten into hospitality. He's running a restaurant, I heard, through MasterChef.
Wow.
He was a guest judge on MasterChef in one of the current season episodes.
Wow.
So there's a lot of really good stuff in Sydney. I'm jet boating. I'm going jet boating on Monday morning. So get the inner junkie going. What else? I've got to write that down. That's a must see. There's a New Zealand fur seal that hauls out on the steps on the northwestern side of the Opera House. I've got to go and see if he's there.
Yeah, but if I want to go to the Stickies candy lolly shop.
Yeah, there. Actually,
On the right.
You've just reminded me. That's what I've got to do too. I've got to write all this down, otherwise I'm going to forget. Hayes Chocolates in the Queen Victoria building. I'm going to go there. I need my chocolate fix.
Oh, well, now I want to go to a chocolate store. Okay. There are millions.
It's a very, 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 very historic fourth generation company, Hayes Chocolates. They're based over in Adelaide in South Australia. So they've got 2 shops in Sydney. I've gotten 2 or 3 shops in Sydney. I think there's 2 actually. 2 shops in Sydney. I know there's one in Melbourne. The head shop in Adelaide, and I think a couple in Queensland. I'm not too sure. I have to look at the map. That reminds me while I think of it. I better look at that.
Well, I got hooked on watching Sticky on YouTube.
Yeah, they're on
Sticky, and then my last fixes over the last several months just happened to come on because I was just doing stuff and the thing was playing from one YouTube video to another, and I've got hooked on watching Bondi Rescue. So if I went down to Sydney area, I got to go, check out Bondi and.
Yep. All right, I'll be right back. My wife's at the door.
All right, Roxy.
I got to check out Bondi and Bronte and Tamarama and beaches and all that. Not that I don't know if I could be swimming in there because I know, hey, stay away from the rips. Don't go back there.
I stay. I want New South Wales. Yeah, no, they don't have any in Brisbane. It's mostly Victoria. It's basically the southern states. So Broadway, Castle Towers. There's 1, 2. The one I'm going to there's 3 actually in Sydney. 4. There's actually 4 in Sydney. 4 Hayes stores in Sydney. The one I'm going to is at the Queen Victoria building. So if I remind myself to get on the train at Central and then get off at Town Hall, it's right there near Town Hall Station. I can cut it. And I've got to go and have a look at the oldest Woolworths supermarket in Australia.
Wow.
So the history of Hayes Chocolates, they've been operating since 1915. 111 years.
Wow.
And it's amazing that I actually did a chocolate. There's something you really need to. There's a company called Chocoholic Tours in Melbourne. They do. They take you around to all these places. Hayes is usually on one of their. In the one in Melbourne is usually on there. Where's the one in Melbourne? I've got to filter that. I'm going to filter that back out to all stores because there's. Oops, no.
And if I got down under, then I would also want to go down to New Zealand. So
New Zealand's a beautiful place. My sister and her husband just went there late last year on a cruise.
Yep. I got a friend that's in Perth, but he's on the opposite side from everything, So I said, well, I'm just going to have to make it a month-long trip because I'm going one side to the other side. But him and his wife by Christmas are going to probably moving back to New Zealand where they're originally from.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they move back, then I'll go to New Zealand and see them there.
That's not a bad little country. My sister bought a hoodie from there. Caffeinated Kiwis. It's got all the 3 Kiwis on it. It's 3 different types of coffee.
Yeah.
So
my neighbor sister lives in New Zealand, and I've met her twice. Ooh. And so I told her sister, my neighbor, I said, if I ever go over there, you want me to carry anything to her, just let me know,
I had the dream of going to to Australia since about 1983, I think it was. Oh. Yeah, we hosted the World Scouting Jamboree in Alberta, and I met a girl that was from Ontario. Her and I were both between the 18 and 20 age. And we hung out with this food service team, and there was a bunch of young guys from all over the world. There was a guy from the U.S., there was a guy from South Africa, there was 2 guys from Australia, I forget where the other guy was from. And the one guy did write back and forth to me for like a pen pal for a while, but I don't even remember now because that's so far long ago where he was actually from.
I just got to find this one chocolate that I'm loving to try. It's milk chocolate. It's milk, leatherwood honey, and walnut nougat. I think it is.
Interesting.
It is, because there's only one place in Australia that you can actually get leatherwood honey. It's northwestern corner of Tasmania. So just got to find them. I know they've got them. I know they've got the bloody things. Oh, I've got to get one. I've got to get one of their dark licorice chocks, the licorice bullets for Mum.
Gonna have a whole list there, Joe.
Yeah, no, this is going to cost me get her the dark choc ones.
And then the other things I had on my list that were interesting group things is like the people that do exchanges, whether it would be a magnet or a shot glass or a gift exchange. I seen one, and I don't know. I don't think it was a cruise ship. I think it was just a group meetup or something like that. They did a T-shirt exchange, but they had some questionable wording or pictures on the shirts, and I thought, yeah, you don't think you want to do that on a cruise ship because you're not supposed to wear clothes that are offensive to people. So
No, I wouldn't want that either. And you see a lot of them on the Disney cruise ships. They do they give out. I can't remember what you call it now. I said I could have told you. But anyway, they give out little gifts to people's doors. You know.
Oh, the fishtail thing.
Just different stuff.
And you can get pixie dusted.
Yeah, pixie dusted. That's it. Yeah, you know, and a lot of the other cruise ships are picking up on that, but they're like you said, they're wanting T-shirts, or they want a gift exchange, like a pixie dust exchange. And I thought, well, if it wasn't too expensive to do something, I would maybe do that.
There's a lot of cruise ships though too, getting away from that, letting people do stuff on their doors too.
Yeah, like on Disney cruise ships, you can't give out ducks. You can't hide ducks. But
you hide ducks, but you can put crap all over people's door thing or in their little envelope or whatever pouch thing they hang out there. It's like,
yeah, you can hand out a duck to somebody, but you're not supposed to hide them because they say it's too dangerous. If you put it in a spot, someone could fall on it, step on it, a kid could choke on it.
Blasphemy! You can't hide ducks. I've already started collecting ducks for 2028 for the Heroes Cruise. I got a couple. I don't even remember where I got them now. Packages. It must have been Dollar Tree. The one of the packages was there was like 5 or 6 little yellow ducks, and the other one had 2 yellow, 2 pink, and 2 blue in it. And then just around Canada Day, they had keychains with little yellow ducks that had Canada and the flag on the front. So I probably got 10 or 12 of those too. So by the time the Heroes Cruise comes up in 2 years, I'll have lots of ducks to hide.
Oh yeah, you got your ducks for your cruise?
I've got almost 2 dozen ducks already for the Heroes Cruise. And I'll have to make my little tags to go on it.
Yeah, Have I got some more? Yeah, I've got another little container of them that I bought. They're on sale. They're keychains. And I like the keychains because I can go hang them on someone's door if you're on the right cruise ship that's got the kind of door. And I just stick one on their door.
Now, let's talking about the Heroes Cruise. I started a week ago. A week tomorrow, I started doing my 100 kilometers for Heroes walk. So
good luck with that.
I did 3 kilometers from here to my aunt's house last Friday. Tuesday, after I got my haircut, I walked from my salon to the Dollar Tree, and then from the Dollar Tree home here, which was 4 kilometers altogether. So I've got 7 kilometers down, only 93 to go before beginning of September. So, but anybody, where to go? I've put up a couple live streams. I think you popped up on one, didn't you, Joe?
Which one was that?
Me walking.
Oh, yeah. I think you were playing up a little bit one day there. Couldn't get in.
So anybody that's watching, oh, it's pouring rain. Holy crap.
Oh.
Coming straight down.
I've just got notification. Ronnie and Teresa from the Travelling Gilberts have gone live. They've changed their live night from Saturday nights to Thursday nights.
There's several people changing around, and
they've gone away from there. They did it for 5 years apparently, so they've decided I'll go and see them in a minute once I finish this chocolate order. So yeah.
I've been
anyway.
almost 4 years doing Thursday nights, and so I'm sticking
and
to
it. I don't often get to see you on a Friday morning because I'm usually at work. So next Friday I won't be coming on. I'll be pretty bloody busy. I'm not travelling. Now this is ironic. You mentioned that I'm supposed to be coming back on the train. I get a text message from New South Wales Trainlink saying due to track work, you've been transferred to a road coach for the entire journey. So I've got to leave 38. I've got to be down at the station at 6:45 when I would have been able to get there by 7:30. So because now it leaves at 7:30. Track work. The joys of track work.
Yep.
Still going to take the same amount of time to get from there to home. It's just not on the train though. So I'm missing out on the buffer. The only thing I did enjoy, was looking forward to, was a quick morning tea from the buffet car on the way home. That. No, it's all good though. It's going to just go. We're just going straight through. Hopefully, I'll be home so I can grab something to eat when we get home. But the problem lies who's going to be doing it. I am hoping and praying that I've got friends who run their own. Well, they've got there's 3 businesses they run under their transport group, and one of their companies, it's their original company. They usually run it, but I'm hoping it's them because there's one vehicle that I want to see. I actually want to travel.
Okay, Liz.
Okay, Liz.
Yeah, talking about ordering chocolate.
Oh no!
Oh my wish
Tell
list.
Chris. I'm thinking of him, please, Liz. My mum's got AFib now, so I know what Liz is going through. Chris.
Oh, I know what that is. My husband got in AFib one time. It was not good.
It's not good. Mum's is asymptomatic, meaning she doesn't feel it.
Yeah. But on my wish board this year, I put every trip I go on, I want to find chocolate. Something from that area. Not your regular grocery store chocolate. Well, I did.
Well, Hayes would be your kind of place.
Yeah.
Because it's one family that's been doing it for over 110 years.
Yeah, but I'll be in Tampa this weekend, and I looked up, and there is a chocolate factory, but it's the one that I had in California, and the chocolate's not good because they don't make it. It's just a chain candy store where they make it in a factory and send it in, and it's not that great. I said, I don't want to waste my money on it.
Hey, Roxy, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna get some stuff. I'd like to send it to you from Hayes.
Yeah,
I would like to send that to you. Just I won't do it this trip. Unfortunately, I won't have time because I'm going to be over that way. I'm going to be down there again in September, so it'll be my pleasure to send you something.
no problem.
Just I'll message you when I'm ready to go, which won't be around till the 19th of September. So I've got your address, so I can send it straight away.
right.
I'll be able to send it straight away. Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. I've got to go over and see Ronnie and Teresa. So it's good to see you again, guys.
Popping by, Joe.
Well, stay safe, and I'll see you the next Friday I'm available.
All right.
Stay safe, guys.
No.
Yep. So I'm hoping I find another kind of chocolate shop down there. Now, talking about chocolate and cruises, my favorite thing on the cruise that I'm going on again in December, the Grandiosis, they have a chocolate store. And they have hot chocolate, candy bars, but they make it all on the ship.
Oh, nice.
That was the best hot chocolate I've had in a long time. And so I bought chocolate, but learned something. They had a special the day before you get off the ship. I think it's the day before, maybe 2 days before. They a lot of the ships will have a special on their clothing, their snacks, their shopping area. So I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna be on there 2 weeks this time. Get all my chocolate that I want for the next cruise. Buy it when it's half price before I get off the ship, and I'll have it all week long.
Good idea.
I'll accept my hot chocolate. Then I have to buy. I bought 3 when I was on there because it kind of got cold to me, and it was good hot chocolate. I said, I'm gonna go get another hot chocolate. Indulge.
I can't wait the summer, however many weeks we have to wait, but to find out what ship we're going on in for the Heroes cruise.
I can't wait either because I would like to go on that one. I would like to nominate some people, but they're a family, so I don't know if I can do it. I can nominate the girlfriend, but between now and then, if they get married,
Yeah.
so I don't know. He wants to marry her because he's already asked me. He said, I'm not inviting all the family to the wedding. He's not inviting his other aunt. He said, but I want you there. I said, okay, I'll be there, but where and where? He said, maybe Las Vegas.
Oh, you'd like that. You go
I
to
said, yeah,
the shows.
sure, I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Heroes cruise, but
Yes.
we need the funds, and that's my contribution. As I'm trying to help with the funding, is doing this walk, and so anybody wants to make a donation to the Zeffy link, it's going across there. This will go straight to the Helping Hands account.
Oh, yeah, I see it going across now. It's hard to see.
Yeah, I should have changed the colors, but oh well.
That's okay.
I'll do it for next time.
Well, it's not letting me.
I also put it in the description of this live too, the Zeffy link.
Right.
I have one just specific for the walk. So I'm trying to raise some funds for that. I'm hoping at some point this summer, or planning at some point this summer, to do a yard sale, and whatever I make on that will go to Helping Hands as well. Okay, we've got one person confirmed for sure.
Oh, one recipient.
One recipient that's been confirmed for sure, or that's been approved, I should say. That recipient doesn't know yet because the people that nominated want to surprise her, and they're just trying to figure out details on that. The second and third ones are in the point to be voted for or voted on at the next meeting, hopefully. The videos are in. And I know a couple other people that have mentioned people they wanted to nominate, so
Right.
but we gotta get the funds to put them on there. So watch out for any fundraisers. I'm doing this one on my own, and I'm going to do the yard sale on my own, and I'm going to have the Zeppi link connected to the yard sale too, so people don't want to give me the cash. They can just put it right to the Zeppi link, and I don't have to worry about that. And then I'll just anything I get in cash, I'll just put in my account and send to Zeppi myself. But I really want to see us be able to put all these people on, and trying to think of what what activities they might like to do. That's so I kind of tossing those things around. See if anybody had input, or and you're watching this on the replay, put a comment down below. What you think might be good events or activities to do with the heroes on the Heroes Cruise. And what else? Tomorrow
I love doing the activities on all the cruises I've been on with the other people, but some of it kind of overlaps some of the things that the ship was doing, so we kind of need to get a.
Well, that's hard because you don't know the ship's schedule.
Yeah, but if we can get a ship schedule beforehand, saying okay, we'll do ours at 8:30 instead of 8.
Well, you're not going to make everybody happy either, because you guys can say, okay, we're gonna change our time. Instead of doing this today at 10, we're gonna do it at 1, and then somebody looks at it. Well, 1 o'clock they're doing this trivia or whatever that they really want to go to. So it's hit or miss.
As long as they don't interfere with the tickets you got from going somewhere to win a prize, and they're going to do a draw pool, that's fine with me.
Yeah. Well, wait and see. Coming up with the events is not my spot. I'm working on some other things, and plus working on getting the recipients. But I am so excited for the ones between the ones that's approved and the 2 others that are in. I am so excited for those ones, and we'll have to wait and see who else gets nominated, and we'll get the funds raised to put them on there. If anybody knows anybody that does sponsorships, I've also approached our local Legion to see if they want to either help sponsor or help spread the word or help nominate somebody. But I haven't. I just emailed them Monday night, I think it was. So it's been only a couple days, so I'm just kind of waiting. I think the guy that's the president at the Legion currently was a former police officer. I'm not mistaken. I looked at the thing in the name, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he was a police officer, because I remember when we took the Cub Scouts on the tours of the police station. I remember that name.
Yeah.
So I wrote a letter telling about what we do, and we're doing this Heroes Cruise and who we're trying to honor, and look for their input. But they're also doing a big fundraiser thing right now, so they have been this Chase the Ace thing. People have been buying tickets, and they go in a great big huge one of those turn bins things. Well, this one's going to fan that blows everything all over too inside, so it gets all mixed up. And then they pick one out of there, and then the person, there's only so many cards left in their little envelopes, and they picked a person's thing. They had to have put in one of those remaining numbers on their ticket. So if it says, okay, envelope number 43, then they pull envelope number 43 and they look to see what card's in there. And I think what they look for is the Ace of Spades, because the one last week, I think, was the Ace of Hearts. And they just got whatever the regular draw was. So, but the regular draw was like almost $200,000. The big jackpot is up to $3.8 million. This has been going on for a while. The ace hasn't been picked yet, so I thought even if I can get a table outside there and get some exposure for us, and then I have to wait and see. I gotta wait for their approval. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, my dinner's ready. So I'm gonna say goodnight, folks. If you're watching this on the replay, I'd appreciate if you make a donation. There's a couple of lives while I'm walking, and I'm working on a video of part of the walk too. Hopefully another few kilometers in before this week's over, which is tomorrow. We'll have to see what the weather's like. And then I've got to do about 10 kilometers a week, or I'm going to have to do a week with a lot more kilometers. We'll see how it happens. I appreciate anybody's support, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Bye, everybody.